Alright guys, I'm going to make a very quick video talking about how and why we use dialogue in our writing. So anytime you're doing any kind of narrative writing or you're telling a story and you have characters talking to each other, it makes it more interesting if you show what they actually say. It shows the character's personality. Or if you're doing some kind of informative writing, you still want to be able to use dialogue. Say you're showing what someone actually said, a quote from someone. You need to follow certain punctuation rules to show what someone said. There's lots of rules. I'm going to be paying attention to where you put things like the quotation marks, commas, periods. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post this document with all the rules. I'm not going to explain this in the video. It's too much information. I'm going to show you a couple of examples. So again, after this video, check those rules. And also another thing, another important idea, we're basically trying to make our writing look more professional. So if you can't remember, where does a comma go? Where does the period go? Where does the quotation mark go? Open a book. Look and see an example in any book of how dialogue is punctuation for dialogue, and you follow the same rules, because it's the same for everyone. Where do we put the commas, question marks, quotation marks, everything, okay? So here's a quick example. Say I see someone in their writings do something like this. Hi, how are you? I asked. He replied, good, thanks. Number one thing I want you to do, put quotation marks about what is actually being said out loud. Hi, how are you? And here, a person replies, good, thanks. Lots more that we have to do. This is a question in the first sentence, so you need a question mark. It does not go here at the end. It goes with the quote. Inside the quotation mark, not after. Okay? And we're not done with this. You still need punctuation at the very end. Period. Also, you should have an indent there, because every time a person is speaking, it gets its own paragraph. Okay? And then if someone else is speaking, make sure that has an indent to show that it's a different paragraph. We already have the quotation marks around what is being said, but we need some other punctuation. First, if you notice, in the first sentence, the speaker is identified at the end. I asked. In this example, the speaker is identified at the beginning. He replied. If you do that, before the quote, you need a comma. First letter still needs to be capital. And you're not done. You need punctuation at the end. Put a period there. Okay? You do not need a period after. Basically, everything is correct here. I'm paying attention to all these things. Like I said, the quotation marks, commas, question marks, periods. Check the rules. Use a book as an example. And make sure when your characters are speaking, you're punctuating it in this way. Okay? Good luck.